first, we do have to continue with that breaking news on that deadly collision. It is backing up traffic right before the Bay Bridge, a crucial part of the morning commute. KTVU's James Torres learned more information about what may have led up to this crash. Good morning, James.
Pam, Dave, good morning to you. Well, this could not have happened at a worse time in the worst spot. I mean, this is a part where several thousand people are heading from the East Bay into San Francisco for work, for school, you name it. Right next to me, we are along 580 here, just right where the 80 connector is. You can see only one lane of traffic flowing through right now, and every couple of minutes, CHP officers on scene will stop that traffic because it's just part of their investigation. We have about 3 cars that were involved here. I want to turn you around and we'll take a look at this white car that we're standing right next to. We just confirmed with some police officers from the El Cerrito Police Department that this white truck was involved with a burglary at a tobacco shop, and you can see some of the debris. Lots of cartons of cigarettes, lighters. I even saw some cash out here earlier this morning as well. Involved in a burglary in El Cerrito. This truck tried going down eastbound 80, and then at some point ended up making a U-turn just before the Bay Bridge toll plaza. In fact, I can point to you kind of exactly where that happened. You see the line of cars that are waiting to get past through the Bay Bridge here. That white truck went down where you see those cars. U-turned up the wrong way to 580, ended up slamming into 2 cars, 2 separate cars that are still here on the scene, waiting to be lifted off of a tow truck. We now know the driver of one of those cars has died here at the scene. 2 people inside the white truck here, that suspect white truck. CHP officers and El Cerrito police on scene tell me that those 2 people are seriously hurt, all of which are recovering in the hospital. Now, as far as how long this mess is going to be here, there truly is no telling. I mean, it is a fatal investigation. That tends to last a lot longer than any other typical crash. So police officers on the scene are still working to not just clean up the mess that's behind, but also investigate how this all happened, collect as much evidence as possible. Once they do that, then they can tow the cars off away, and then they have to clean up what's left behind. But again, when you only have one lane of traffic here flowing through for a very busy morning commute on a Tuesday morning for something that happened just about 30 minutes before 5 o'clock this morning, you can imagine just how much traffic is going to accumulate as the morning goes on. So we are still working with the police department to give us some more information as they learn it. But what we know right now, at least 1 person dead after 3 cars involved in a crash, 1 truck kind of behind it all. We'll bring you updates once we learn more, Pam and Dave.
All right, James Torres, thank you so much for that update. We want to take you right over to Sal, who's covering this. Certainly, as James mentioned, Sal, as we all know, a fatal collision definitely means this could be hours this is closed, right?
That's right, and we're already beginning to see the effect it has on 24. It's backed up from Highway 13. You're getting onto the Caldecott Tunnel. You should just use Highway 13, which turns into Ashby Avenue, and you can get to the freeway that way. And if you're driving in from Oakland, just use 880. The 880 ramp is not affected. You can just come on down to the Bay Bridge. A AAA traffic camera here showing us the Bay Bridge, and not a lot of people there. And that's because one of the main arteries is partially blocked, and some of the other freeways are actually doing okay getting to it. So if you're on 80 westbound, you will see a much lighter than usual commute. Let's talk about some of these other things very quickly here. Oops, I went to the wrong picture here. Let me show you the Golden Gate Bridge and the traffic here. That looks very good. 6:33, let's go back to the desk.